Howdy, y'all. You know, it's Wednesday. Howdy, Jeff. Great to see you, sir. You know what? I brought a drink. Yes. It's in a can. What's going on, Jeff? Great to see you, sir. Howdy and hello. By the way, I am fact-checking the fact checker, and I am going to bust one of those fact checks. It's going to bounce like crazy. Anybody read The Blob lately? Supposedly I had like 7 layers and a muffler that I obviously didn't have. Tired and sore. Jeff, well hopefully that gets better. But supposedly I had a bunch of layers on yesterday. Now I'm going to show y'all. Here's the layers I had on. I had a jacket and a zippable sweatshirt and a t-shirt. The jacket has a hood. Now, so does this zippable sweatshirt. It looks like I'm wearing a sweatshirt and a jacket, but look, that's a piece of equipment from a company called Dickies. I like using it when it gets a little bit chilly. So Phil, your fact check bounced. Just saying. And let's see, it's too warm for this, and it's slightly too warm for the hood up, but temperatures are supposed to drop off a little bit, but it's just a little bit too light right now to not have the, now this is thin. Don't get me wrong, it's very thin. Howdy, Steve and Boris. Boris, I have already forgotten your Finnish lesson. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I screwed that up. I apologize. And Todd, howdy, sir. Great to see you, sir. Howdy and hello to everybody. And Cliff friggin' Higgins. By the way, Cliff, I was going to have a pickled egg, but the wife said that she wanted me to run to the store and get some cod and do the cod the way that I do. So I did, and I'm not sure how the pickled egg was going to pair with cod. And, well, let's be honest. Fish farts are bad enough. I don't want to have fish and egg farts tonight. That would be interesting. Talk about powerhouse. Might completely destroy the whole house. Okay, probably not. But, you know, I was going to, and dinner, of course, changed my plan. So let's not get mad about me not having a pickled egg live so that everybody could see. I would gladly eat a pickled egg. It's not my fault. Oh, I had a hat on, but the hat I was wearing is extra large, and there's no way to adjust it. And I got that hat specifically extra large that way so that it would fit over this hood while it's on my head, so that when I got it tight, it keeps it right up against the ears, which keeps the ears warm, which keeps me from getting sick, which keeps me from having to go to the doctor. You know, the worst part about not having a job is I don't have any insurance. So anything I get sick with, I've got to, I got to take care of that myself. And that's the worst part there. Let's see. Roxanne Wolf is calling me Uncle Donald. Hi, Roxanne. I don't remember having any nieces named Roxanne. But you're welcome to hang out. Howdy, Paul. Great to see you, sir. I mean, I only have 4 nieces. I think I can remember 4 names. I'm not discussing those names with y'all, but none of them are Roxanne. That's true, Cliff. It was also sang by Eddie Murphy. I can do the Eddie Murphy version a whole lot better than I can do the Sting version. I'm not going to prove that. Because, well, let's be honest. Nobody wants to hear that. You met which one last night, a total nut? Me? I'm totally nuts. Yes, that's true. But Roxanne, you're welcome to hang out. Now, granted, if you are under the age of 21 or easily offended, or you have slightly a squeamish disposition, this show's probably not the place for you to hang out. Just letting you know. Oh, it's Leah. I didn't know Leah is Roxanne Wolf. But okay, howdy, Leah. Great to see you. Yes, James. Uh-oh, you booted my, you booted my niece. Oh no. That's okay, because she's under the age of 21. Yes, Holly, that would be that one of the moderators for in here, which um, it keeps it to what it is. She should be able to come back at some point. Oh, not a problem. Cliff, got a question for you, though. Did Lord Nelson remind you in any way, shape, or form of Memphis Ribs? Holly, you can tell Roxanne that she can come back, that she is no longer blocked. There's been a rash of what we call trolls. And, well, we just tend to be a little bit more selective about that. Didn't remind you of Memphis Ribs, but you liked that it was just damn good tobacco. I liked it too. Howdy, Greg. Great to see you. And Robert, howdy. Great to see you as well. By the way, in case y'all are wondering, tonight's offering, because cod is kind of a light meal, I decided to go with a San Latano, Connecticut. Yes, that is made by AJ Fernandez. Not a problem, babe. You know, you're welcome to hang out. James is here. He'll blow you kisses, but you won't be able to see him. My wife is hanging out with her family here at the house. It's no big deal. I didn't know that my niece is using that moniker, but I do now, so I'll go back and I will check that out. Well, James, she knows that I couldn't even watch a full hour. She's the one that decided that I needed to go get dinner right in the middle of the Stumbo show. And by the time I finally nailed down what she wanted for dinner and went and got it and got back here, hey, guess what? Show was over. And she's not going to admit it, but she felt sort of bad about it. Damn. Cliff will pocket block you. Now, James, I will let you know that I made up for it by going back, putting it on live, putting it on the big TV, hanging out in my room, just hanging there, watch the whole show. But yeah, right before bowl call, there's Holly screaming out to me, "I'm hungry, go get me something to eat." She's not actually feeling well right now. Which is why the family is going home already. Howdy, Everett. Great to see you, sir. Now, don't get me wrong. When Holly says that she's hungry and wants me to go get something to eat, I jump. I go and do it. Because, well, she's paying most of the bills. Just saying. Oh, not a problem, Todd. I've been blocked before. I'll be blocked again. Howdy, Sharon. Great to see you. James, yeah, get to feeling better, brother. As I have said the whole crowd too many times to count, you got to take care of yourselves and then take care of each other. But you got to make sure you're able to take care of somebody before you even attempt it, right? So that's the whole point of taking care of yourselves, is to make sure you're able, whether it be mental or physical. For me, it's mental. I can't take care of none of y'all. I'm freaking crazy. That would have been Paul. Because Paul recently had a run-in with a different person named Roxanne.
Oh, okay.
And
like a bot type?
Roxanne was a troll. And Paul said, boot. Now, if it was known to me that Roxanne was Leah, it wouldn't have happened.
It's not a big deal. I was just like, I don't see your comment on there. And I said, oh, wait a minute. It says it was deleted. And then we were trying to figure out if it was deleted because of her age.
No, it wasn't deleted because of age. Paul says sorry.
No, it's no big deal. We were just trying to figure it all out.
I just didn't know it was her. So I'm going to have to write down what her moniker is so that if she ever pops in just to say hi.
It's Roxanne Wolf, something. She subscribed to you, so.
Oh.
She's not going to watch it.
I'm sure.
She'd be bored to death.
And then again, maybe she's getting a good laugh out of it.
She thought it was cool that you had your own channel.
Oh, well, at least I'm cool with the young crowd. She is in junior high.
She's 12.
She's 12. So we flipped the numbers over. We let my dyslexia go, and she's over the age of 21, so I guess that's okay.
12?
12? 13?
13. She's born in...
January?
09.
09? Howdy, Doc. Great to see you, sir. Cliff, I do not know if she is a Police or Sting fan, but Holly one time got caught with that trap. Speed trap, so to speak. I forget which Police song we were listening to. And I said, sing it, Sting! And she says, this is the Police. And I said, who do you think was singing? And she looked it up and she was like, she gave me this evil look. Of course, I was driving down the road, so I could only glance at the evil look, which means that it was only having glancing death blows, which, you know, that's not going to affect me. Howdy, Derek. Great to see you, sir. Derek, a.k.a. Zippo. Yeah, believe me. I'm always on the lookout for those knock-around golf stick, throw-down stick, the hand-out to those people that you don't even want around, but you still want to be able to say, I gave them a stick that I would still smoke.
How rude.
That's not rude. No, because, well, Hall.
I don't want it to explain to me.
Oh, I'm going to explain it to you. Oh, you're going to listen because you're here. I know you will listen. There's always that person in cigar world that will bum that cigar off of you, just like those that'll bum a cigarette off of you. And then they'll go and smoke like, oh, that much of it. And then they'll put it down. Well, I'm not going to smoke it after somebody else. And it's ruined now, so smoke it all or don't smoke it at all. But those Drew Estates factory smokes, oh yeah, great cigar for that. You got somebody that you know is not going to smoke the whole cigar? Hand them one of those. It's still worth smoking for yourself.
It's just a cheap one.
But at $1.35 a shot, they are great.
Point taken. Whatever.
At least I wasn't told I was wrong this time. I am rarely told I'm wrong on cigars by her. Some of her friends also smoke cigars. And while I was working at that shop, she'd be like, hey, pick out some cigars for this person or that person or the other. And I was like, hey, that's awesome. Cool. Here you go. These are the ones. Oh, yeah, they're definitely good for work when you can't smoke a full one, but you can always... Here's a bit of advice. Take your cutter. You got to make sure it's big enough to fit the whole... But you go back about, say half an inch or so, and you cut it there past where it's burning. And then you blow out. Instead of pull in, you blow out. That way you could save the rest of that one for later. Doc, I'm very rarely preached to. I get all my preaching on Monday night at Nathan's. Robert, women are not always right.
Happens once or twice a millennium, we are incorrect.
But every once in a while,
once or twice a millennium,
every once in a while, I get to chip it in stone that Donald was right. I think I've got 3 lines on my whole tablet. I about fell out of my chair that one time. I heard that I was right, and we were in Boca Raton, actually leaving Boca Raton, and I was told I was right because I was like, hurry, we got to get to the airport, we got to go right now, because I had found out that 2 cruise ships had docked that same morning, and the airport was a zoo.
That's a stupid airport anyway.
And by the time we got all the way to where our plane was going to be boarding and everything, we actually did get 2 seats side by side, amazingly. And then she looked at me and she said, okay, Donald, you were right. I immediately pulled out the big stone tablet. It's about like this by this, and started chiseling it in there. Donald was right on this date. I was told I was right by a woman, therefore I was right. What? What? You're wearing chest waders to my live stream? Come on. Come on. This is actual. It actually happened. The other thing that happened at that particular airport is Holly got a full-on frisking, and the guy next to her that was also getting the full-on frisking said, can y'all wait just a minute? I'd like to get my wife over here and so that she can see how it should be done. Cliff, I'm telling you, like I said, I got the biggest stone tablet I could. You know, it's about that size. I've got 3 lines, large block letters at that. I don't think I'm ever going to fill it up, but I've got 3 whole lines. I was right 3 whole times in my entire life. It's fine. It's okay. It's not my fault. Oh, by the way, I had actually been to that particular airport. I do not remember if it's Miami or... But I've flown out of several... Well, screw it. I've flown out of so many damn airports I don't even know. But when you take a really small airport and you unload 2 really big cruise ships into that airport, it'll be packed. And I remember that airport as being smaller at the time than Houston Hobby, which is the small airport here in Houston. And Hobby is now quite large, but still smaller of the 2. And I wouldn't have wanted to go through Hobby with 2 cruise ships worth of people. Sharon, she went inside and she has told me specifically, I am not getting on the camera. Woo, preacher man. That's a bunch. I will say I probably have flown more miles than that, but I never tracked it. It has to do with a certain indentured servitude type job that I took way back in the day. It's nothing more than a glorified repairman and mailman. But let's see. Let me see. For Sharon, let's see if I can find a picture. I might have to go back forever to find a picture of Holly. Quite honestly, I'm not even sure it's still in here. Well, here's a partial. Yeah, we'll okay. This was actually on the plane coming back from Boca Raton. See, there she is. She's almost happy to see me. Oh, look. Nope, that is not the same. That is not the same sweatshirt. That's a different one. Now, edit that one to delete off of the app, because that way she can't prove that I actually did it. Yeah, I'm probably in trouble. Oh, by the way, I will show you 2 pictures that are what the view from the hotel room was. Yeah. Let's show you 2 pictures from the hotel room. Why not? This was the view out the window. Cliff, we're still not technically married. And if we opened the patio door that you saw there, this was the view that you could have right out the patio door. And if you ever hear me talking about eating at Morimoto's, that's where it was. Honestly, gentlemen, I think she's a masochist and she just wants me to hang out with her so that she can get all of that meanness. Maybe it does something for her, I guess. See, what it was I asked and she said yes. And we were in a fight at the time when I asked. And actually, she didn't say yes. She said, "Really? Really?" But she still grabbed for the ring and put it on her finger. So I took that as a yes. Which proves Ron White's point of diamonds. That'll shut her up. All right, Doc. Well, if you have to go, you gotta go. But make sure to wash your hands after. Some of y'all that's funny, and some of y'all that's not. I'm sorry. Doc, it was great having you. You take care, brother. Know that we love you and we think about you often. Oh, by the way, the tailgate from last night was featured in the Blob. Oh, it was something else. Once you start thinking back about what all the topics were. You want to see a picture of a steam drum? Phil, I'm not sure I have a picture of a steam drum. Oh, I do have a boiler cathedral though. Let's show those 3. Why not? Be from something known as a Herzig. see, all the pictures of steam drums and various such things mostly got removed from my phone by the company that I worked for, and that's because it could have been legally having an issue had I not. This is the picture looking up the stack on a Hersig. Oh, wow. So awesome. Yeah, pretty much. You see that one line that's over on the, what would be right-hand side for me? You can see it right here. I'll blow it up. See that one line? That's actually a I-beam that is 12 inches wide. Hey, I froze. That's not good. Am I frozen for y'all too? But if you're wondering what I call a boiler cathedral, this is into that same stack. Yeah, I'm frozen. Okay. And this is from the other side of that stack. And not sure if you are seeing it very well, but those are all heat exchanger tubes. And I'm going to tell you right now, howdy y'all. Sorry, I am so animated there. Looks like showing y'all pictures has locked up my screen. Okay, show of hands. Should I stop and restart, or should I just keep going? Nobody's here for my lovely face anyways. Yes, that's correct. They are economizer tubes, but if I was to try and explain the difference between an economizer and a heat exchanger tube, it's just easier to explain a heat exchanger tube. You gotta remember, when I'm talking to Phil, I'm talking to somebody who knows about boilers. When I'm talking to most people, they're like, what the hell? Okay, so Cliff's saying stop and restart. All right. Guys, I will be back on with the same title here in just a minute, fast as I can go. Obviously, this is not working.